everyone, welcome. My name is Stacie Ivy. If you're not already familiar with me, I am a therapist, an intuitive, a mother, an empath, and I wanted to come on and share with you what I've been thinking about and just kind of checking in with everyone. If you catch me live, please comment. I'd love to see you live. If you catch the replay, put hashtag replay in the comments. Just want to do a check-in with everyone and see how you're all doing and just say hello. So I'd like to start with lighting a match. I love matches that come in these beautiful books. So we're going to light a candle. Set that to the side. And then from the candle, I'm also going to light a little bit of Palo Santo, which is a holy wood that comes from Central and South America. And all of us, if we go back far enough ancestrally, all of us, our ancestors used fire as a tool for cleansing and clearing and for gathering around. And so I really feel that during this time, it's really important to bring back elements, the elements of fire, reconnecting to the element of earth. Being on this planet now can be very challenging. So I just like to talk about what's going on from my perspective, see how you all are doing, and just kind of do a check-in. So basically, there's a lot of fear-based energy going on right now. There's a lot of uncertainty that's going on right now, and none of us really know what's coming. This too shall pass is the first message that I'm getting. So it's a matter of trusting that this is temporary, but I do believe that it is going to shift and change a lot of things on a larger scale. This whole experience that we're going through right now is not just about the virus, it's about the systems that we have in place and the fact that we have been living very much in the root chakra survival mechanism for thousands of years. So if you're not familiar with the chakras, I'm going to show you a picture. This is a Newsweek magazine from a while back, and it just shows their energy centers in the body, and they're often represented by these colors. Basically, they're spinning vortexes of energy in these central points on the body. There's other ones above and below the head, and then if you study any Eastern medicine, any Eastern tradition, you understand that they also talk about chi and prana and nadis and meridians, and all of these are understanding how the energy flows through the body. But what we're stuck in right now, and what we've been stuck in, and what this is really exposing, is how we're very caught in survival. Fight, flight, freeze, root chakra, food, water, shelter, those kinds of issues is where we're caught right now, and where we have been caught. And what this is bringing up is it's bringing up an opportunity for us to really look at those things. Recognizing that what we're experiencing right now is intense, and so taking self-care so that you can be the best you can be during this time, the healthiest you can be. Do some physical distancing, but also be near and support and be around your loved ones and take care of yourself and everyone that is in your vicinity, so that you can keep your immune system high, so that you can be there in the event that you may be needed for something more. This is the perfect opportunity that I have not seen in my lifetime, where we have been given an opportunity to be still, to really just center, be in our homes, and look at everything from a bigger perspective. It's very easy to get caught in the fear, and I recommend not staying attached to the news and the TV all of the time. I barely ever watch the news. I see the news feeds on my phone, but in terms of watching the news, there's an energy that comes through that channel, and it creates an increase of the fear and the electricity. And those of us that are waking up or more aware that this is not only a human experience, but a spiritual experience that we're having. We are souls in human bodies having a human experience on earth. So how do we navigate this terrain? I wrote my books 3 years ago. So I have Awakening Your Feminine Spirit, and then the workbook that we're doing right now in a 7-week program with women, Awaken Your Feminine Spirit. And I'd like to read from the book what I think is the most important page to understand and help us understand what is happening right now, what we're going through, and understand it sort of from a more eagle eye perspective. Still honoring the human physical experience that we're going through, but also looking at it from a larger perspective. Okay, so before I read from this list, just some of the words to help you understand, I would just like to explain what I feel has happened, at least in my life, and I've seen in a lot of other people's lives, is it's like we've been on this hamster wheel, spinning, 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 or a cog wheel, and we just got kicked out of it and off, and out of life, basically, out of the pattern of life. I see this as a pattern disruptor. So we got kicked out of the pattern of life that we've been living, and it's a matter of really checking in and asking, is this really the way I want to live my life? Is this how I want to live my life? And is it time for all of us as a humanity to evolve beyond survival-based living? Separate survival-based living. This is basically showing us how interconnected we all are, not only to each other, but also to this planet. But that's going to come more and more over time. I think there's so much still yet to evolve, and right now is our opportunity to be still and reflect and quiet down and just notice what comes up. So what I would like to share is the list in this book. I wrote down basically based on the yin-yang symbol, we're entering a time of yin, the time of stillness and inner reflection, and we just left yang, although we are still in yang in terms of the fear and all the stuff that's going on. But many people are now entering yin by being asked to socially isolate more and be in their homes and be more just in their own space within themselves and within their immediate environment, which really opens up an opportunity for many things and can bring up a lot of discomfort. Okay, so we've lived in a world for all of these years based on masculine energy, patriarchal energy. And basically what that is left brain. And it's not focused just on men and women when I talk about energies. It's focused on the bigger archetypal energy, the bigger understanding of what this means. So basically, we've been living in a thinking mind-based world. We've been operating with outward looking, giving our power away to an outer authority, and a linear, separate, sort of aggressive, pushing forward, fighting energy, survival-based energy. Okay, also some positive things like structures and systems that have some positive aspects to them. But we are now being invited into an opportunity to look at the feminine energy. And so awaken your feminine spirit. That's really what it's about. It's like, how do we as men and women go into more of the feminine yin energy? So that is our being, our receptivity, our allowing, our inner authority, our inner looking cycles and spirals and circles versus the linear path. Collaboration and really tuning into our emotional state, our inner world, what is rising to the surface in us, and how can we reflect on that so that we can really work through that. We're having the most perfect opportunity to really be with ourselves, to be in a place of stillness and silence and greater awareness and greater presence. So I have also created a system called the Deep Listening Method. It's very mindfulness based, and I'd like to share with you how could you use that so that you can be more present. It's basically listening through presence, and the first P is pause. How can I just pause in my life? Well, we're being asked to pause. Like, we used to have to choose, oh, am I going to stop for a moment? And often we haven't wanted to or been able to or felt like we had enough time to. Now we're being given the time to pause. Then reflect. Reflect upon your life. Reflect in what it is that you really value. This is a perfect time for us to see, what do we really value? Let me back up just for a second. Okay, so what I'm basically going through right now is, if we have the deep listening method is listening through presence. And if we have the letters PRESENCE, presence is an acronym for listening. Okay? Presence. So we covered pause. P, the first P is pause. The second is reflect. So, like I said, we're being given the perfect opportunity to just pause, be still. Reflect is, what do I really want in my life? Or how can I just be more present? And what is it that's coming up for me? What is it that I'm feeling? How can I be gentle with myself? What do I need to take care of in terms of my immediate world, and then in terms of helping others? But right now, we're just given an opportunity to just be still. Again, like we've never had before. The next E is engage. So engage is to really tune in, like turn into the third eye, tune into your breath. Take some deep breaths and be still. Feel your feet on the ground. Connect to planet Earth and just be still. So engaging our intuition, our third eye, and engaging our breath. Sense is the S in presence, and sense is sensing what's happening in your body. What is going on? What's rising to the surface in your body as you're noticing all of the chaos and confusion and uncertainty on the outside world? Can you step into sense, sensing what's rising for you? What do you feel? What do you notice? What temperatures, what sensations? If there's any tingling or electricity or irritation that you're feeling, just noticing that, sensing that. The next D is empathy. So empathy is your emotional intelligence. Can you have empathy for yourself and others during this time? Can you allow each person to have their personal experience of what it is that they're experiencing this time, and just allowing that to be what their experience is. N is notice. Notice is noticing your thoughts, your judgments, your reactions based on your thinking mind that might be keeping you blocked or stuck. And can you notice that those are coming up, and can you allow them to just be sort of like a cloud floating through the sky? Can you just allow it to be? C is connect from the heart. So connecting to your heart, really breathing into your heart, tuning into your heart. I'm here now. What would love do? And then the final E is expressing yourself from that place of deep presence. So then this is what it would look like. Pause, reflect, engage, sense, empathy, notice, connect, and express. So I'll need to do some more videos on the deep listening method specifically and how to be more present. But I just wanted to do an overview of like what I'm seeing as this is really, really bringing to the surface our pattern of being caught in survival-based living, and how do we tune in and really start to look at the way the collective, the way the planet has been operating, the way we've been living our lives, and is this really the way you want to live your life? Can you trust in this time that everything is well, that all is well, that there is a presence, there is a life force energy, there is a God, there is a protection and a unconditional love that is holding us in this time? Can we be still and know? So I wanted to also go over John Lennon's lyrics of Imagine, because that is the most perfect song for right now. It's bringing up what's coming. I mean, I'm getting so many songs. Like one is REM. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I brought that up, because I don't remember the song. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Not to discount anything that anyone is going through, because it's challenging out there right now. But that was a song that came to me. A friend of mine talked about the song The Walls Come Crumbling Down. But I love the song Imagine. It says Yoko Ono wrote it. I didn't realize that, but we obviously know John Lennon sang it. So some of the words to imagine are: imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living in peace. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope one day you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Pretty profound words. A little bit more. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Pretty profound words. I recommend putting that song on and listening to it. I'd also like to invite you to a guided meditation that I created, and it will be available today. It's a free guided meditation. It is a meditation for uncertain times, and this is definitely a time of uncertainty. Those of us that are intuitives and empaths and highly sensitive people had a feeling there was something coming. We all were talking about it. There's something big coming, but I don't know what it is. I definitely feel like this is it. And it's how can we first be present no matter what is coming up in every now moment? How can we be in every now moment, be still, be here now, and then trust that whatever the future is, we will be well, we will be okay, and just keep trusting, keep being in each present moment, each now moment. That is the only time that exists, is this moment, right? And then the next now moment. Okay, I'm going to end with some essential oils, and then I will check back in with you guys very soon. So I have patchouli. I'm going to put patchouli on the bottoms of my feet. A lot of the guidance and support I've gotten on how to use these more from an emotional and energetic perspective is from a friend of mine, Desiree Mangendog. She wrote the book, I Am Fabulous. And patchouli on the bottoms of the feet is really good for helping us feel grateful for our lives, grateful for the fact that you are alive now, and how can you live your life to the fullest now, no matter what is going on in the outside world. Being in gratitude for the clean water that you have, being in gratitude for the shelter that you have, being in gratitude for the food that you have, being in gratitude for the loved ones that you have. Patchouli is a really great grounding oil for that. And then the other one, there's two more. The other one is Melaleuca. So this is tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is really great on the solar plexus, so the belly, around the belly button. It's good on the heart. Desiree talks about it being really good for reducing overwhelm. You can also put it on the crown of the head just to really help you stay clear and open. I don't have frankincense, but I would put frankincense on my third eye, helping me stay tuned into my intuition. And then the other one is the Our On Guard blend. And this one I'm taking twice a day to help build my immune system and keep my immune system strong. It has the spices of cinnamon and clove and orange and other essential oils. And the doTERRA brand is safe for internal use. So I'm just putting a drop or two in some water, doing it as a shot, and then drinking it. And take sea salt baths, Epsom salt baths. Water is really good to just really ground and clear your energetic field. And just keep washing your hands. I've been washing my hands more than I remember ever washing them or in a long time. So wash your hands, use lots of moisturizer, and be well. Be well. Sending you so much love. Signing off for now.